Channel mode. Now that's sick.
Amateur radio and GMRS2.
Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from Amateur Radio and GMRS, and today we have the BF-F8HP Pro. This thing is an amazing analog tri-band radio. Yes, this is a tri-band and it's considered high power. And as always, we're going to be doing a test. We're going to set up the camera here and check out the actual power of this radio. This is one of my other favorite radios to use. One of the biggest problems that I have noticed with the Baofeng radios, and pretty much every radio manufacturers out there, they can't figure out how to get this screen to work in sunlight. Motorola has figured it out. I believe one Anytone radio figured it out. I don't remember what it was, but I know, I think I have that radio. I can't find it. But they just can't get the screen to work well in sunlight. And that's the only problem these radios have. And it's a big thing because most of the time you're using it during the day, not out, you know, at nighttime and stuff, which does work better obviously at night, but you need to be able to work, you need to be able to work with this thing during the day in the sunlight. And this is one of the negative things about these screens. They really need to fix that problem. It transmits between 200 through 259.99875. On the UHF band, it transmits between 400 and 519.99875. And on VHF, it transmits between 137 flat to 173.99875. Way out of the ham bands for sure. However, that is the frequency range of this radio. I recommend single watch mode. It does offer dual watch mode. I'll have a how-to guide on how to program and create your own voices for this radio. If you want to make modifications to your BF-F8HP Pro voice prompts, you can record your own. How freaking cool is this? So, Audacity, perfect program for this. Go to Audio Setup, Record Device, choose a device that you're using. So go to Audio Settings and select Project Sampling Rate and Default Sampling Rate. Default Sampling Format, 16-bit. And actually you can make this mono. You don't need it to be stereo. That's a waste. Waste of space. Then hit OK. Only for this purpose. Only for recording audio, making your own audio. So in the BTEC BF-F8HP Pro CPS, go to Tools, Voice Pack Editor. Now you need to do all this at the same time. You can't do individual and make changes. You got to do all the changes at once. So if you want to change all of these sounds, which these are default.
Lock, power, low, unlock, scan, off, scan, on, FM, on.
So let's, for craps and ha-has, let's do FM on as well. I have pretty much all of those options. Some of them, I didn't do any numbers yet. We'll do that later and upload everything at once. So let's do FM on. FM on. FM on. So we go to File, Export Audio, FM on, Export. Okay, so that's done. So let's go back to the program. Now we have all these things. So we're going to click on channel mode, and then we're going to go channel mode. Frequency mode, power low, need power, lock, where's lock, unlock, unlock, scan off, scan off, scan on, scan on. FM, we just did that one. FM on. And I didn't do any of these other ones. So this is what they sound like. Channel mode, frequency mode, lock, unlock, scan off, scan on, FM on, need fucking power. So those are the options. I suggest if your recording is low, import volume to 500% and then hit, make sure it's on the correct COM port, mine is COM 4, and we're going to upload to the radio. You'll see a status bar on the bottom. This is a cool feature. Absolutely 100% useless, but it's so freaking cool. You can also set up a custom power on image that must be 160 by 128, 24 BPP in a bitmap format. And you can have your own custom picture on your radio when you turn it on. To get the custom voices and special features of this radio, you cannot use Chirp to program the custom features of this radio. You must use the BF-F8HP Pro CPS software to make custom modifications to this radio. On the side, you have two buttons, SK1 and SK2. Stands for software key 1 and software key 2. You could program them with a plethora of options. Zone, power, NOAA. I'll have a list on the screen of what you can select. This is an amazing radio. I'm actually very impressed with it. It does NOAA weather stations. It also has the ability to store 1,000 channels. You can set up one zone with 1,000 channels, or you can set up 10 zones, each with 100 channels, and for a total of 1,000 channels. That's crazy. I have set up, I'm a big fan of zones. I have zones set up on this radio. I mean, I really can't say much more about it. We're going to check out the power on this thing right now. So this radio can't transmit at 136. So we're going to set it to 137. And we're going to hit the transmit, and what do we get? We get 10.3 watts. Holy crap, people. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. This is definitely a high power radio. We're in VHF, so let's go to 144 flat. And let's check this out. Let's see what we got. We're at 10.3, drop down to 10.2. 10.2. Holy crap, let's go to the top end, 148 flat. And we're going to transmit at 9.76 watts. Wow. Let's go to 433 flat, which is what we always do. Now let's check what we got. 8.53, 8.5 watts. On 433, let's go to 443 flat, and we have 8.4 watts. So we're dropping. So this is again transmitting higher power on VHF and lower power on UHF, which is the standard. The UV17R I reviewed yesterday did the same thing. It was higher in VHF than it was in UHF, which is what it's supposed to be, technically. The UV5R Mini was kind of a diamond in the rough. That is unheard of, to get more than 6 watts on UHF on a little radio like that. That's really rare. So let's go to let's go to 448, that 950. And we're going to transmit, and what do we get? We get 845. Okay, so it did drop. So what I should have done before this video, let me go into radio settings, and I want to turn on voice prompts, because I think you'll get a kick out of this. So this radio I did set up to do, I do have my own voice, so check this out.
1, 3, 7, 0, 0, 0.
And we're at 10.5. Isn't that pretty cool? That's my voice. That's pretty wild. So we go 4.
4, 8, 9, 5, 0.
And we confirmed 8.45 watts. Okay, so there we go. So this is a very, very impressive radio. I am completely and utterly impressed. This, my friends, will get...
Channel mode.
This will definitely get the Joe Tech Tips 5-star rating for sure. This is a very impressive radio. I recommend it. It's 100% analog. It does not do digital. If you do not want a DMR radio, you have no need for it, this is your other option. They are considering this radio to be the UV5R 7th gen. Even though it's called an F8HP Pro, it looks like its original brother. The keys and everything are identical in location, the way the radio looks, versus the color screen. That's the only thing that's different. Well, the menu system is different too, but in terms of the way it looks, first gen, literally, this is the absolute first gen. So anyway, as you can clearly see, the knob is almost identical. The only thing this does not have is a light. They replaced the light with GPS. So this does have GPS capability. If you press and hold the AB button on the radio, it will turn on and off GPS. Okay? If you press and hold the VM button, this radio turns on the search command, meaning that if there's RF nearby, it'll find out what it actually is, what the frequency is, what the tone is, everything. So this scans for whatever frequency is being transmitted. And what just came over right now was 460, it's so funny, it actually worked. 460.26250 with a analog PL tone of 101.1. That's funny. I just turned it on and that's what came up. That's hilarious. If you press the pound key while in this mode, it'll cycle through the frequencies that you're scanning for. So you can search and seek on 350, UHF, VHF, 200, 1.25 meter, and then it just cycles through. So yeah, the bottom button, the bottom SK2 button, I like to set for zones. If you have programmed zones in this radio, that button will come into play, so you don't have to go through the whole menu system and futz around with it. It's a single click zones option, and it works out very, very well, especially if you're constantly going through zones. Now, some people will just want to have all of their frequencies all in one zone and you don't have to worry about going back and forth. But however, you might have too many things in that one zone and you have to go through so many channels to get there. However, you could do direct dial. So say for argument's sake, the frequency, your favorite channel is at location 200. Just type in 200 on the keypad, it'll go right there. Or number 12 or number 30. So if it's a 3-digit number, so it'd have to be like 450, 007. That's how you would get to those frequencies. If you remember what they are, like for argument's sake, let's see. We could go
0, 0, 5.
And it goes to that frequency. Or 0,
0, 0, 1.
Done. And that's how you get to, you can direct dial to that particular frequency based on the channel number. You're entering in the actual channel number of that frequency. That's how you do it. So this is a fantastic radio. Again, it gets the Joe Tech Tips 5-star rating. I'm very impressed with it. It's an amazing radio. Like I said, this is one of my go-to radios that I use. It's amazing. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care, and we'll see you next time.